We got another amazing game, Coreupt, from Jesse Wright, coming up. Check out his trailer. So that was the Coreupt trailer. We got Jesse Wright on the line, an amazing developer, super hustler as well. What's up, Jesse?
This platform, very cool.
How you doing?
Good, man. How's everything going for you?
It's good. It's been real crazy lately. We were chatting a few days ago about everything, like while we were setting this up. But I think one thing just kind of leading into this, I mean, number one, Coreupt looks sick. Like, it looks really, really good.
Super dope, man.
It looks really amazing. And we first met, because you were working on Black Salt Corruption, which was also really amazing. And like, it was Evo was the first time we connected, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Or was it another? Yeah, so we work with the Mix collaborates with Evo every year since 2013, I believe, when we were working on our first game, and it kind of escalated for us, like actually having this big space, and they love working with indie developers, and so we put out feelers for having like fighting games and couch co-op and local multiplayer games at Evo, which is the the biggest fighting game tournament in the world. And Jesse put in his form or his submission for Black Salt Corruption, and we saw it. I was like, what is this? Where did this come from? And then we met, and then like this dude is like an extra hustler. Like, he is just like figuring out how to get his game to Master P and like Snoop and all these folks, putting his like trailers out and stuff. And then he's connected with a new team to make this new game. So can you talk about like how you got started and how Coreupt kind of came to be?
Yeah, so with Coreupt, it's kind of funny. It's really the first project I started working on back in like 2010, actually. I was writing it in a dorm room, writing the story, and the inspiration for it really came from my love for like Japanese RPGs and so many like games like Devil May Cry and those really awesome action titles. But I wanted to do that, but have a character that kind of looked like me, something that I could see myself in. And to also do it without it being like a heavy political message.
Yeah.
I think the big thing with Black characters is it's always a statement. It always has to be some big political thing where it's like, because we can only fit so many stereotypes when it comes to video games. You're either, you're Barrett from Final Fantasy, that theme, or you're a boxer, you're an ex-athlete in space. It's always, that's about as future as you can get.
That's our range.
Yeah. Did you say in space?
No, it's always stuff like that.
Okay. It's true.
What's that? Gears of War. You got,
yes.
Culture. It's like, okay, you got awesome generals, and then he played football, of course. But, it's just one of those things where we only fit so many different stereotypes. So I was just like, man, I want to make a dope action series with Black characters, and they're just Black. It's not like, I'm not gonna sit in there where Gatling's fighting. He's like, I'm Black. I did this. He's just fighting and he's Black.
Yeah. I think that's something that we were talking about a few days ago. It's like, and it keeps coming up. The theme is like, we're working hard to make that's our statement, right? Like that, we're not running around waving a flag. Yo, I'm a black developer. It's like, no, we want to put good work out, and we want to put stuff that we wish we saw when we were younger. You know what I mean? Like characters that like fit within the genres that we love, right?
Yeah,
for sure. And that's one of the big things is like, I'm sorry if I cut you off there real quick. I was just gonna say, one of the big things is, I'm basing it off real experiences in my life. So, Gatling, the main character with the sword you saw there, is based off of my brother. That's the coolest person in my life. I've always looked up to him. Everything he does is so cool. He was my superhero. So it was like, I can, create video games and do something like this. So I'm going to, translate from real experiences. But at that same time, it's like in entertainment again, the statement wasn't like, okay, it's all these black characters because we're waving this flag. It's like, it's high quality stuff. It's black characters. It's cool, and I'm black.
Yeah, there was a very interesting interview with the creator of Spawn. They asked him why the Spawn character was. They asked him why Spawn's character was black, and then his response was like, "Sometimes people are black." It was just a very matter-of-fact statement. I just love that response. I'm like, that's it. Like, that's what I want to hear out there. It's like, our characters are black because sometimes people are black. Like, that's it. Like, it doesn't have any more explanation than that.
Well, and I think that's one of the things with, when you have a lot of people even though like Black Panther was so amazing, but you have people that even feel like uncomfortable about whether they can see it or should I feel some kind of way about it or whatever. And then you have people that will say like, we should base it off content, not color and stuff like that, like assuming because it's black, it's not going to have quality. But at the end of the day, it's like, when slave movies come out, things like that, like we get entertainment that reminds us of struggle and pain and
every time. Yeah.
I mean, you go to a slave movie and then you look at your white friends crazy for like 2 weeks. I'm like, man, I can't get crazy right now. But then it's like I don't want to be reminded of this all the time because I'm a strong black man. I know strong black people all around me. So I'm going to create something that has strong black characters in it. And it just is what it is. I'm not saying it every day because I'm a 6'5" black man. I don't have to tell you.
Yeah. I think that's what was so amazing about Black Panther was that when I love that movie, but it wasn't it was because I forgot about that being like it being about black characters, right? It was just a story about this, this kingdom, right? And it was just like super advanced and it was so cool and it fit within the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I think a lot of people felt that way. It wasn't about them being black. It was just about them being real people and the emotional relationships they had and that kind of thing. So it's really cool that that's your perspective. Can you tell us about like your hustle getting through? Because you've been able to like maneuver so crazy within this, like there's been obstacles thrown your way. You're trying to get this game out, you're trying to get funding, and you just keep pushing past those barriers.
Well, so really with the previous project, Black Salt Corruption, I was able to, make a good business partner that was able to teach me a lot with like fundraising and just different things about, that when it comes to, putting together a business plan and everything, and then because that really is one of the hardest things ever. You can have the best idea, but telling somebody it's like one of the hardest things. So being able to learn that, and I'm one of those people that, man, I hit up people all the time, like Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever. Like I'm just always hitting people up because the way I feel is it's like. I feel like what I'm doing is high quality. I think it looks good, and I'm wanting to make it that way. Where if you look on Twitter, I'm always engaging with a lot of the fighting game community because I want to build a game that they love. I want this to be something that is just we have 10 of different sequels and everything, just like with Mortal Kombat, Street Fighters.
Yes.
So just always engaging with other developers and things like that. But raising funds once I was able to kind of learn how to get over that obstacle, really, you know, I've had so many developers and people I know. So like with Coreupt, I was able to just reach out to some friends that they knew I've been working on this forever. They've even seen previous builds of Coreupt from like 2013, where they're like, oh man, you know, I'm all in because, you know, finally I'm at this point where, you know, I'm able to, you know, get them on board, pay them, you know, and really do this. And I just recently had signed with Rogue Games for Coreupt. So we're actually going to be, you know, coming to consoles and PC with Rogue Games.
How did you, just a quick question, how did you create the team for the new game? Because I thought that was really interesting how you made that maneuver happen, because this is something that we all have to do. You know, we got to be creative, business wise, we got to be creatively, like how are we going to do production, right?
Yeah. So what's cool with Coreupt, again, it's like, this is that passion project that some of the guys on the team are like some of my friends that I've just been talking to in developer groups since like 2009 even. Just where we've just been keeping in touch, and now it's like, hey man, it's finally time. Let's do this, you know. So it was actually funny. I want to say it was Evo. It might have been, no, it wasn't Evo we met. It might have been actually. But I showed you maybe a build of Coreupt or a trailer, a real old one. And that was because me and one of my friends was just playing around with some of this stuff. And it was like, man, this is actually starting to do something, you know? So then kind of fast forward to now, I was able to find an amazing 3D artist for the character models. He's been killing it. The animator is one of my good friends that I actually, he's based out in Korea, and it's so cool. I've been talking to him in developer groups again since like 2009, and he didn't even know English, really. Like, we couldn't even really communicate like that in the first like 2 years of knowing him. But just talking to him so much, and I also didn't go to school or anything for game design, so that's why I was always in developer groups. I'm one of those people that's like, let me see what you're doing, you know, and then I just want to see what I do. And just following tutorials and stuff. So, you know, just kind of, I guess, so many of my friends that have seen me do that and have seen me in those communities, and they just, when it was finally like, man, this thing is crazy, like we're all in, you know, we just kind of, you know, we're able to all jump into the passion project, you know.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. I'm really I'm a fighter person, so I'm the DOA, the Mortal Kombat, all of those.
Yeah, we were like, I was desperately trying to get a build. Hopefully we could get one soon to play. Ever since I saw the new version of the game, I'm like, yo, I gotta play that so I can tear somebody up.
What's up, man? You gonna hook us up?
Yeah, we'll actually be doing a beta soon. We're working on it. We're actually, you know, kind of talking to the platforms and figuring out some things right now. Because we want to do a beta with a lot of the pro players and get like a lot of I want them to tear it to shreds. You know what I'm saying? I want them to,
for sure, you
know, tell me everything, hurt my feelings, you know, but then, because I want to make this a really awesome fighting game, and we're making it free to play.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll kind of announce the monetization, like how we're going to do that later, but I can say that I'm a fighting game guy, and I know what a lot of the guys in the fighting game community, you know, don't like, and I'm always, again, listening and paying attention to those things. So, like, you know, I think Coreupt could be a solution, and that's why I want it to be free to play, because I want everyone to get their hands on it.
Cool. So, Black Salt was released last year, right? In 2019?
Yeah, on Steam Early Access, and it's actually going to be coming out to the Nintendo Switch a little bit later this year.
Yeah, we had it at the Oak Game Fest. You remember Jesse was showing it at the Oak Game Fest, which this dude was helping to, you know, put together as well. But so I mean, Black Salt Corruption is now on Early Access. You can wishlist it, follow it, buy it. It's going to be in the Guerrilla Collective games, right? I think it's right there right now, right? Like you can check that out. And it's so. What is your current trajectory for the latest version of Coreupt?
So we do have something to show at the Guerrilla Collective next weekend. So that'll give you a look at kind of the updates that we're bringing. But the next thing is, again, doing a beta. We're just finalizing a lot of the move sets and everything now. So once we do the beta, we want to do that probably, sometime this summer. And then moving into the winter, we'll probably do another beta, probably like a open public beta, and then go into our launch early next year.
Cool. It's not up on Steam yet, right? You're waiting to get everything for. Yeah. I mean, obviously the game isn't, but like the wish list, that's not up yet because you're waiting for everything to get formulated.
Correct. Yeah. Cool, now we're just starting those conversations with the platform.
Cool. That's so awesome, man. Thanks again for joining us. Everybody, go buy Black Salt Corruption now on Steam. Check it out. Follow Jesse. He's a hustler. Like he's gonna be one of those guys pulling folks up to be a part of this industry in the near future.
I'm buying the game tonight.
Cool.
But thanks again.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, again, for this platform, and I really appreciate it. Thank you.
For sure. We're looking forward to checking everything out next week too.
For sure. Yeah, I can't wait for that as well.
All right. Peace. That was Jesse Wright, Black Salt, Corruption, Coreupt, amazing developer, amazing hustler.